Yes.
Well, it's like 88 and then goes to 91. So.
Do 91.
Ooh.
Pretty.
It look. It look a pretty. I wonder if I get to create my own guy though. That's what I kind of want to do.
I like
Oh,
video
that looks
games.
pretty dope though.
What is the moral of the story?
I'm about to find out. I have no idea. I've been trying to stay away from watching anything on it, so I have no idea what it's about.
Biomutant.
I mean, I had this scheduled to come in like 2 years ago, but well, almost 3 years ago now. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Oh, his gun's jammed. That's a big guy. He's got like a ninja sword.
A raccoon using a ninja sword.
It's not a rat.
A raccoon?
Kind of looks like a raccoon. It might be a rat.
A rat. Imagine having to fight that thing.
Huh?
Imagine having to fight that thing.
That's a big bomb. Is that a grasshopper or a cricket on the shoulder?
Oh, you dead.
Do English?
This is
Because I speak English.
I speak the English.
I speak English.
I speak the English.
How can something
Speak
as
the
beautiful
English.
as this be dying? A plague is ruining the
Plague
land.
is ruining the land, but the tree of life still
Question
stands.
is, for how long? End is coming to the new world.
Looks like the
The
Pandora.
tribes stand divided.
No,
in need
it
of
does
someone
not.
strong enough
Yeah,
to
it does.
unite them or bring them all down.
It looks like the
This
backyard
is a
of.
story with an unusual beginning. So
So let's expect an unusual. It's A to start. All right,
Welcome
sign me
to
in.
Biomutant.
So does he die?
I don't know.
Judging by the
Let's so I can kind of figure out what this game's about. I can switch the difficulty down to medium or hard.
what if he can't?
I can. I play everything on medium all the time, but
Encode your DNA.
oh, wait a second.
He could become a rat.
What kind of animal is that?
A rex.
I kind of like that one. That kind of looks like a hyena. That's a rat. That looks like a bat. That looks like a squirrel. That kind of looks like a bat. That looks like more like a raccoon.
I'll probably go to Pyro.
But he looks
He looks
deprived.
or depressed.
Yep, I'm gonna go with Hyla. Okay, now do I get to
Can I pick
define
a
your character's starting attributes?
Define your genetic structure.
You make a junk.
Ow! Look at it.
Chunky.
Why has he got such a big head?
Looks like the balloon boy from the.
I mean, it looks like he has no ears. It looks like someone just took a pump and blew up his head to where it couldn't blow up anymore.
His head looks like he's about to explode.
Like, no, that looks bad.
Yeah, a little bit of two of a big brain.
Look at his charisma goes from 28 to 88. I don't know what is so charismatic about that look. That looks frightening.
You see that in real life, you.
His charisma's at 98 with that.
Look, 10.
Boy,
A little bit of everything.
Choose a genetic
Go in the middle.
resilience.
A genetic resilience.
What does that mean? Resistance.
Kind of like what I'm resistant to. So, heat, cold, bio,
What is
radioactive.
What does biohazard mean?
Like toxic.
What about radio?
Choose your first style.
That's a good middle. Fur. No. It's either that
That one.
or that one.
No, that one. No.
That one?
Yes,
main
that one.
color.
I like that one.
Oh, I can change the color of them.
Do that one. Do blue. Light blue.
Light blue like that?
Yeah, that one. You can brightness of it too.
Alright, so right there.
Choose your color.
What about my detail color? Ooh!
Change the whole.
Oh yeah, we going. What color we going?
Do
I like the Hulk. Yeah. That looks pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do that?
Yeah.
How bright do we want to make it? Like dark?
Not too bright. No, not.
Or like bright?
No bright. Don't too bright.
Like that?
Go a little bit back. That one looks good. I don't know. No, yeah, that looks good.
Right there?
Yeah. That looks good.
What other color goes with purple? Well, I guess the color we got right now, we'll go with purple.
Beach crystals is what?
Pick a class.
I gotta pick my classic character, so is he gonna be
Mercenary.
You just installed.
a mercenary? Kind of looks like a Japanese samurai, trained swordsman who has mastered the art of the blade.
Deadeye.
Deadeye is a tricky, skillful rogue who's chosen a life outside the law and society values. He's a gunsman. Commando kind of looks like like a Rambo type character.
Psy-freak.
Are experimenting with psionic powers, mutations, and usually outcasts. That's interesting.
Saboteur.
A saboteur. Cunning, skilled explorer trained to operate covertly in both suburbs and the wilderness. I kind of like that. That's actually pretty cool. Sentinel looks like Baba.
Or the guy who's on Chef Royalty.
Oh yeah, it does look like he's wearing a chef's hat. What is that holding? Dedicate themselves to protect the house. They're dedicated for organization as a whole, including beliefs in their dogma.
Saboteur.
Either mercenary or saboteur. I like the mercenary.
Melee dual wield, so I can dual wield weapons.
Like any kind of weapons?
With this class, yes. Well, weapons I can find in the world. I shoot a spark ball.
No, do saboteur.
Commando.
Range weapon attacks inflict 10% more damage to their target. You can shoot from a range here. Deadeye, your ranged weapon reloaded instantly, and your next magazine is granted a 20% damage boost. The mercenary. Melee dual wield skill equips 2 different. I can dual wield 2.
Do that.
He inflicts 10% more damage to the target And I think that's the pre-order bonus class too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, that's the pre-order class. Let's do that one. Because not many people get a chance to do that one.
I'm jealous.
Mercenary chosen.
Are you ready to start?
Yes, yes.
Good
yes.
choice.
Sure. Let's go. Move forward.
Here's
Look
somebody
around.
with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Bunny hop. Ooh, pretty dope.
We're already at a crossroads.
That'd be cool if you did.
Choosing a path in life is like a
Choose a
fork
path
the
in
road
life.
where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Okay, so what are the different options? What do they do?
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A
Dark
reflection of
red
your
as in
key,
strength and
the
power.
primal
Color
energy
me
that
light blue for
flows through
freedom
everything.
and
If you do red, then that means people are not gonna respect you and they're gonna try to go after you. You do light blue, you don't really get as much power, but people respect you.
strength and power is a left path. The right path is freedom and loyalty. Which one?
That's a hard decision.
I'll let you pick this one. You tell me.
It's like Darth Vader.
You going in the way of Star Wars? You thinking?
Yeah.
Red path is dark side.
Yeah.
Blue path is the Jedi's.
Yeah. The red one.
It kind of looks like that too. Strength, power, dark side, blue, freedom, loyalty.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the
Mhm.
light and bright side
What
of you.
in the world
or
is
your
that?
inner voice, to be precise. An echo of balance
Unless
and
your eye is
consequence of
green.
your actions as you move
Good,
forward.
right.
An echo about.
Seems more like you're being
Sure.
light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
But
angel.
what comes around goes.
Exactly. There's a good
In
side,
your
dark side.
nature.
Yeah, let them just talk. I don't care. Just let me get on so I can play.
Why?
I want to play.
Right is
Basically
always
just
right.
Choosing a power up, you know?
Right is always right. No, it's not. I just heard something. What was that? I'm a squirrel. Hiding.
Is this game hard to control? Yes.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind.
Left
A
behind.
reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys
that?
on others.
Like a deer?
It's a donkey.
Meat eaters
Do you
meat.
remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Watch him cut it open and eat him.
I'm sorry.
I can't see his eyes. Oh, I got dodge to roll. Or roll to dodge. Feather.
I already have.
Oh, that's a gun. Oh, that's actually pretty dope. I like that. Hit the sweep. Heck on you. Ooh.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Live to fight another day. How do I go?
That's definitely what happened before.
That's what happened in the beginning of the game. Who in the world's calling me at this time of night?
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Bomb's about to. What is this?
The predator isn't the only threat. Wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
What is that? Rats?
Looks like master splinters. First day, rats.
Aim the camera towards the enemy to target them.
Slicing ducks. That'll teach him.
Bigfoot.
Okay, got him. Oh yeah. Down go the rat-a-tat-tats.
Right attack now.
Anything back here? Maybe? Oh, I can't go that way. Guess I gotta go up the steps. Alright. Of the electric module. It's a weapon add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapons to give it an extra damage type. Alright. Health. A bandage. That, oh, what's here? Ninja Vanish.
Love how you find a health pack in the toilet.
Exactly.
Out of all places.
Alright, open up the toilet seat, find a health pack. I definitely want to put that on my open wound.
Just that old nasty poop. Bandage.
I hear something. The Slud Soaker.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it.
Oh!
Evolution
Hey, buddy.
has its ways.
Ouch. Ouch. Oh, I'm in the sludge. Oh, you could die there. I did not know that.
Sludgy.
Oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed.
Can't see, boy.
with it. Evolution has its ways.
What? You know, what?
Ouch. Big boy's out.
Chop, chop.
And he's out. We often be looted for healing items. Find a highlighted enemy and press Y. What is that? Toffee. Thank you for the toffee. I don't want that candy. Oh yeah, there's a sludge. There's the big old sign that says death. Ninja Avenge. Oh, I got hit.
Flash the slash. Well placed.
Come on, you. Better reload there, buddy. Throw another one. Throw another one. He did. I feel like Dante from Devil May Cry. He gave me some pills.
You can make something from that.
More sludge. Alright, candy. I got a Jolly Rancher. I heard a beep bop boop. Where was the beep bop boop? Oh, I heard the beep bop boop. Oh, I hear something. What is that? You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Alright.
One down.
A what? Click, 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 click.
All fired up.
Yeah. I got an upgrade point. Gave me a piece of sushi. Where's the other guy go that I beat? Oh, here he is. Alright, so it's a pretty linear game, so it's not open world.
Once was a rare sight.
I got a crowbar. I heard a beep boop. Where's the beep boop?
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Oh. Down the poop hole I go.
Whoa.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Is that freaking firefly on my shoulder the one giving me light? Or grasshopper or whatever he is?
A robot grasshopper.
Alright, I got that double jump ability.
Boy, you could double jump for a while.
What is that thing?
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Alright, punch him in the face. You can use your bio blobs to unlock special powers. Can't kill that thing? I heard it again. Where's the beep boop? Just over there. Back. That's all I get? I can wall jump. Sweet. I'm trying to find where those beep boops are coming from. I heard it again. That beep boop. I wonder if that's that grasshopper that's on my shoulders. Anything of interesting over here?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Is that right? Y'all don't say. Beep, bop, boop. You found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths, while others feature different rewards. To switch which node is selected, use the left to rotate. That's the number of rotations you have left. The higher you intellect, the more moves you have. Part of the beep, bop, boop.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf,
Everything
radiation
toxic.
interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Hmm. A little bit of a backstory on what it's about.
The sound of metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
Pew pew.
It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Electricity.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go.
It's all about the beep, bop, boop. An airstrike.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Cut down.
Oh, got him. There you go.
That's
Oh,
the
perfect
last of
combo.
them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Let's call him the wheeled one. Yeah, let me go talk to him. Okay. Collect everything off of everybody.
Every little bit helps.
That's sushi. Where's the wheeled one? There he is. Farmer Joe. All right, before I start here, hold on one second. All right. Let's talk to Old Man River here.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't presents himself as
Let me guess,
out
my
of
papa.
date. He knows he's way overdue, but he
Out
hasn't
of
given
date.
up. I'm surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's
A
true.
one-eyed Ronin?
The legend of the one-eyed child that was an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled, a facial scar to remember the past.
What is going on the 27th? 27th must be like a jam-packed day for like gaming news and stuff like that.
It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Mummy and Poopsie.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back. But he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
The unity?
After the old
What is that
village
he's
was
talking about?
destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
I don't, so you're gonna have to remind me. New main quest, a new friend. My little gangster. That's what I'm gonna call him. My little Doug. Oh, excuse me. Anything up this way? Oh, this must be like baby me. What is that Elvis Presley looking thing?
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget.
What's up with this Elvis Presley looking thing?
He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
So this narrator must be like an interpreter.
The potato people,
or a translator,
are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Alright, sure. I'll give it a whirl. Why not? Oh, that's the run button? Hey, he's on all fours.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone.
Apparently.
Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate
This dialogue
his
is
life
like
to
just
it. He has a feeling the
too
fate
out
of the
there.
world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
My hoop net received. New main quest, the Nano. Catch the Nano. Alright.
You have net like you've done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today,
That's an awfully big
your
tree.
focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Merge the Nano with the tree. As I run through the grass, as I run through the grass. About to find out what this game is all about. It's I don't think it's got a weird premise, but it's very out there. The Nano has become one with the tree, and all of a sudden it grew legs.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us.
The Muma.
You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got
The dialogue
lots
kills
on her
me.
mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the loot camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there.
So now
for
do
a
you
while,
remember?
but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow.
Do I get to ever see my
He says he
my
remembers
Muma?
every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend
Is this the
Gizmo is
world?
working on a Mecton and needs help
Jumbo
defeating
Puff?
the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide. a machine
Porky
able to
Puff.
ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Momombusu? Weta gono.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
Loma utulu. Ba yowo.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
Weta gono. Evunkutu buvum.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Loma utulu. Ba yowo.
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride.
Ya. Sawata mua.
The
Regardless, you'll
Googlide.
meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
To wowo.
The Rodnet. Fate of the world.
Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Then I think that's where we're gonna go.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it
Well,
can't
needs help.
endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
How many times are they gonna show like a cutscene where the title comes into play? Oh, this must be like the opening credits. Ah, yeah. So the
sign
entire the
Maps
whole
it
first
out.
part was basically like a tutorial on how the
Cartographically
game works.
challenged. Let's see.
Ah, okay. So this is gonna be kind of open world. I think we're gonna go this way first, though, to the east. Whoa. What's that, like a bear slash shark?
That must be
Mutation?
the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor.
Oh, an animal
Glad to
mutation
see
that
someone
is.
made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the
I
World
don't know
Eaters to
what
other
language he
enclaves,
just spoke.
but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Okay.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intent. He's grateful for that. You still seem...
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light?
Okay, so
It hurts to
basically
look
the
at.
decisions you
Much that
make
hurts,
decide
don't it,
whether
Always
you're
making this
basically like a
worse.
good guy or a
And
renegade, or
you're
like
always
a
trying to pretend
good guy,
it's
bad
not.
guy, renegade, paragon type deal. That's pretty cool.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important.
What do you want?
Out of date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match, as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Why would I
Someone needs to break
befriend
the
them? That's
stalemate
like
and
complete
shift the
different
balance
views
of power to
than what
either
I'm fighting
Jagni's
for.
or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni.
Okay.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Quest tracking. Alright. I think I'm gonna go this way. Let's go. Yeah, I think I'm good right now with that. Go to the mutations tab. Oh. All right. Pretty cool there. No items there. Head. Mm. Ooh. The katana.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Mm. Taking the tunnel.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Whoop.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, wow. You beat me down like that? All right, got another upgrade point. I went to level 3. You shut the front door.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Ooh, what's in here? Nothing.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Okay, so now
Let's
I have
see.
that to
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. The Sifu's door is always open for newcomers, but he cautions you. They'll expect you to behave, or you'll have to face the
You have to
consequences.
face the consequences. Yep. I figure that much. What in the world is this? The put.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace.
Okay.
The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place.
Well, I agree with that
He welcomes
sentiment.
you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up.
Seafood.
The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here.
Is that right?
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot.
Muma.
He was one of Wang Fu disciples.
How you know my Muma?
There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Oh, yeah, I've already done that. My Muma. My Muma.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others.
No, of course not.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe.
What am I looking at? Okay. And with you by his side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes.
The Jackney tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination. A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything.
Okay. Ally with the Myriad.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. They might bring them war, but they'll never take away their inner peace. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Okay.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now,
Wung
is
Fu.
if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts. Earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their... They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village, even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that'll make you remember.
Alright, well, let's check it out then. Bush, bush. I passed through the cave. So essentially, I gotta pass back through the cave that I came through? Do, 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 do. Where's the cave? Oh, right down there. Not the cave or the tunnel I passed through, but there's a different one. Ah, interesting. Okay. Almost made a boo-boo. Visit my childhood village. We'll just keep on following the roadway then.
Better
Oh,
beware,
crap.
that's a mump up ahead. They were hit
A
hard by
wonky mump.
evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Youch! Smirked! Shot.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Two, three.
Now that's a flesh wound.
Oh, they got him? And you gave me a piece of sushi. What's that? A skateboard? A used condom. Is this our
Time
village?
is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
Well, I mean, I'll hit up this checkpoint right here.
Let's see.
I am where? Oh, right here. Yeah, I'm gonna end up crossing into these territories right here.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind.
What the hell is
Here's
that?
someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He's happy his good mood is infectious. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can
What
be
in the
scary when you
world?
don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's
It's like a
here to give you
seal
a
slash
helping
duck.
hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored.
Yeah, sounds like a beaver slash duck.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something.
That's Muma?
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should know, practice makes perfect. You have to keep working on it if you want to be good at it. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too.
A surprise, huh? Okay.
Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind.
What in the world is that?
Asks how you're feeling today. Being nice comes easy for him. That doesn't make it. Hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Okay. So now I've become a community service trash picker. Oh, right up here, it looks like. Up here. And one right here.
He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Okay. Let's go with All right.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Oh, Muma is
No, she
getting
doesn't
upset.
like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Kalino?
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's
Okay.
all. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow. Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there. She knows you're a...
There's gonna be one other one right here. It's gonna prevent me from getting to the square. Let me see. Can I save the game? No, I can't save it here.
They look determined. Better watch out.
Oh, hell.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. Is that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He
Well, then
wants
I'm
to
gonna
know who you think
punch
you
you
are.
right there in your face, and then I'm gonna pass.
You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help you get it over with.
Oh. Took my weapon.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's
Yeah, I'm
time to
fine.
focus on your training now. She said it before. Wang Fu will keep your body in good health, and that's how you keep your mind.
Muma. Why can't I save the game? Maybe I can't save it when I'm in one of these sequences.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He heard you helped Gizmo clean up. He's proud of you. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own action. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Okay, sure. Is there another one around here? Yep, right there.
He's curious to see what you found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if... Says at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and that counts. That you failed this time doesn't mean you can't succeed the next. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Okay. Okay.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. He knows she's already proud of you and everything you've achieved so far.
Is that right?
You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He thinks you should. She'll be proud of you. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent.
I better go train with Muma.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Wants you to understand that you can do anything if you work really hard. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Alright, so what do you want me to do?
There's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit. That's a...
What are we doing, yoga?
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for you, with the help of You should go see him and find out what it is. Says he's always thought so well.
What in the world?
Catchy. Your Muma says
No, that's
she's
what's
never
making the
seen an
beep-bop-boo.
apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. She's happy you appreciate what others do for you. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. Your Muma says you look... She's... Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
Alright, great. Let's just skip all that.
Nothing could
What
stop
in the...
Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your move is you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Oh, wow.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time. He wants to destroy her. The time to fight it. She tells you to She loves how brave you are, but here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Yeah. Oh.
You must go through
Oh,
fire and
yeah.
water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as
Okay.
long as you go with the flow.
Oh, crap. Muma. Muma. Wonder what happened.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a part of her will live on in you.
That's how she
The
died?
creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about.
That big ogre's still trying to make it over there.
What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the
My
moment
village.
fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Alright, I'm going to save it here, and we will be back to continue on with this a little bit later on.